Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on Shakespeare's goriest play, Titus Andronicus, so fair warning, there's going to be some gross stuff discussed here. And we're still in Act 1, Scene 1, and we get to hear from Marcus Andronicus again. Now, we've already seen him earlier in the scene when he split up what might have turned into a rumble in the streets between Saturnius and Basanius, who are the sons of the emperor of Rome, who just recently died, and each of them wants to be the next emperor. So Marcus Andronicus split up their little thing in the street and said, no, like everybody actually really wants Titus to be the emperor, so let's all go inside and talk to the senators, as is appropriate in these circumstances, instead of starting like a brawl. And then Titus came in and he had a coffin containing one of his sons, and he said that he was really glad to be back in Rome, but really sad about his son. And one of his sons who's still alive, Lucius, was like, well, in payment for all of our brothers who have died, we should kill one of the Goth prisoners. So they decide that they will kill the Goth empress's, or queen, the Goth queen's eldest son, Alarbus. So he's taken off and dismembered and burned, and Titus's sons come back in and they're like feeling all victorious and stuff. But while they were off stage, Tamara and her two remaining sons, Chiron and Demetrius, were like, we'll get revenge for this later, because that's going to work out well. So then the sons come back in and they're like, we did that, isn't that great? And Titus, once again, they put the coffin in the tomb and he eulogizes the sons that he has lost. And then his daughter Lavinia comes in. So out of his 25 sons, he then also had just one daughter. Interesting. Or at least only one daughter that we know of. But she comes in and she's like, Dad, I'm so glad that you're back, but also it's so sad that my brothers are dead. And he's like, oh, my love, my light, my joy, Lavinia, it's so good to see you. And then Marcus Andronicus and Saturnius and Basanius show up. It says above, so they're probably coming in from somewhere else, and they're like, hey, how's it going? And Titus is like, hey, to you. And Marcus says, and welcome, nephews, from successful wars, you that survive and you that sleep in fame. Fair lords, your fortunes are all alike in all, that in your country's service drew your swords. But safer triumph is this funeral pomp that hath aspired to sullen's happiness, and triumphs over chance in honor's bed. Titus Andronicus, the people of Rome, whose friend in justice thou hast ever been, send thee by me their tribune and their trust, this palliament of white and spotless hue, and name thee in election for the empire, with these our late deceased emperor's sons. Be candidatus then, and put it on, and help to set a head on headless Rome. So the first half of this speech is just, the niceties. Welcome back, everybody. So sorry about the ones that have died. But then he turns to Titus and he's like, Titus, the people of Rome want you to be a candidate for emperor. So they've sent this beautiful white robe, put it on, and you and the sons of the deceased emperor, these clowns over here, will all enter into the election so that we can hopefully find the next emperor of Rome, because Rome needs to have somebody leading it. It can't just run around, or it can't really function as a city without somebody leading it. And of course Titus is going to have a response, and of course that response is going to be a monologue that we will get to hear tomorrow. So I will see you then for that. Mwah.